Hey guys, Justin DshackTech, and today I want to talk about iOS 7 Beta 3 and show you guys some updates or changes that might make it not worth the upgrade. So with that, let's get right into the video. So after using iOS 7 Beta 3 for a couple of days, I've come across several changes that I just can't get over. These changes, for better or for worse, are probably not the main attributes that can be seen on the Apple website. At first glance, they may be taken as minuscule changes, but after using iOS 7 Beta 3, I now see them as prominent minuscule aspects, as contradictory as that sounds, because of their rooted nature in one's routine with previous iOS versions. That probably went unnoticed before. So first up, the music application. The main thing that caught my attention was the new artist view. For my liking, it is too spread out and does not give enough information with one page view. The old version with iOS 6 was a lot more efficient at this. I would rather have twice as many artists available to click than see their album artwork. I understand Apple's obsession with art and color, making it look cool within their applications, but in this case I have to disagree. I would rather have less artwork and more artist titles. The new Coverflow, also in the music application, is a good step up from the earlier versions of Coverflow, although I personally would rather not have Coverflow at all. I mean, seriously, when you actually use Coverflow to find music on the music application, it now shows around 15 album covers in a very flat interface. It definitely gives a lot more choices more efficiently than the old Coverflow. I also like having the new and improved music controls. You can now change the volume and the time position of the current song along with the normal pause, play, and skip. There are some problems, however. When you pause the song and turn off your iDevice, the lock screen reverts back to its normal screen with the clock without access to the music controls when the song is playing. Whereas you used to be able to double tap the home button to call the music controls, this for some reason has been left out. You have to either go back into the music application to restart the song or pull up the control center to play that song. I wish they would have kept the double tap of the home button to call the music controls so that you can always control your music whether or not a song is currently playing. While I am slowly becoming more accustomed to the new icon designs with the tie-dye highlighter colors and transparency, I still have some reservations about its implementation into the future iOS because of the eventual contrast with everyone else's app icons. Just as with jailbroken themes lacking the ability to change all app icons, this leaves the main and more famous app icons looking just as Apple expected, but the remaining smaller applications unable to have the same turnover rate for an app redesign. Now, I do realize that 100% conversion rate is inevitable, but that time in between can be fairly annoying with different overall contrasting looks and feels. The lock screen is also a great step up from the old versions. You can now swipe to the right horizontally anywhere on the screen to unlock your iDevice. This is pretty much really awesome, but I also wish you could swipe to the left as well. What's weird is that you can actually swipe to the left and the lock screen reacts and actually moves, but does not unlock the device. The new notification menu is great with its new dividers, but as always there are some problems. The new Today section is cool, although I feel they gave way too much space for the calendar and stocks. Now I know you can simply remove them if you don't want to see them, but I want more customization within each one. I feel as a total sum that is iOS 7 they are just on the cusp of allowing a ton more personal customization, but for some unforeseeable reason, they're just holding back. I also want an easier way to move between sections. They currently use the tab idea, which is cool, but they leave the ability to swipe between tabs out. They implemented this technique, the ability to swipe from left to go back a menu, heavily in their standard applications from settings, music, and photos, but for some reason left it out of the notification center. The last minor thing that I like to see is the bar behind the main dock of icons. It is reminiscent of older iOS generations, and I don't like it creeping back into iOS 7. The way iOS 6 handled it, I feel, was perfect. The reflective glass bar, really minuscule. Now I will stop myself there as I see myself getting into the skeuomorphic versus flat design argument, which is a whole other can of worms that has already been discussed at length previously. Now this video about iOS 7 has come across mainly negative. While this was my intention to talk about negative aspects of iOS 7 that I just didn't like, these aspects are minor, however, routinely used by myself and quite possibly by most of you, but don't let this video let you think iOS 7 overall is a bad update. It is actually quite the contrary. There are many improvements that have all been identified not only by Apple, but other reviews that go over the very basic media coverage of iOS 7 from control center, multitasking, the new messages, and the overall new design within each application. Some minor aspects of iOS 7 that I found that are totally awesome is the fact that you can now officially put Newsstand into a folder. The last cool thing that I found, I don't know if it's technically true, let me know down in the comments if you know more, is the ability of Maps to grab addresses recently used or seen, whether it be in mail, notes, or messages application. These addresses are seen when you first tap the search bar within the Maps. It is really fluid and easy to access and takes your inability to remember the addresses, or at least to actually copy and paste them before you open up the map application. So overall, after using iOS 7 Beta 3, it will definitely be worth the update. It is true to Apple's word of being a full redesign. Every main application is different, not only from aesthetics, but the actual form and function of each application. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about iOS 7 and what further videos you want me to make in the future. Check out my channel, DshackTech, for more product and app reviews. And don't forget to subscribe to be notified when I upload more in the future. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And check out my WordPress blog for more written analysis and reviews. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you guys next time. This pocket is not meant for anything too bulky or big, but for papers and skinny items. This section also contains a netted pocket without a zipper. On the sides, you have two zippered pockets. It does have 4 circular risers on the bottom. These risers are a bit more accentuated than the ones Apple attaches to the MacBook Pro's body, and I actually like them a lot. They are not too obtrusive when